I hope you can hear out my phone. Hello, Facebook friends and family. How are you guys doing today? I hope that everyone is doing wonderful and swell per usual on this good Tuesday morning. It is May the 6th, 2025, and it is 9:26 a.m. here in Detroit, Michigan. I don't know. You see how that say iPhone? But I don't know if my phone is connected to it. It shouldn't be, because I don't want my phone jumping in and out. Because that happened on my video the other day when I was in the car. Like, my phone had went from the car phone to my headphones and the car phone to my headphones, so it was sounding real muffled. And I hate that. But anywho, I had made a video the other day when I had randomly started channeling, I guess, and I was talking about the London Thomas story. And then I kept on jumping in and out where I was saying that I kept hearing Butterfly Effect by Travis Scott, and he's saying, pop it, for this life I cannot change. In the hills, deep off in them lanes, or whatever the fuck that shit say. And I was channeling that song. Then I get on YouTube, and it's a picture of these two twin boys. I think they were from Atlanta, if I'm not mistaken, or somewhere in the South. And there were two teenage boys, very handsome boys, by the way. And they were twins, and they had twin aunties. The aunties were doing the newscast, like they were the ones who were speaking up for his mom. I'm not sure where the twin boys' moms, where their mom was at, but their aunts were the ones who was looking for them and who was doing the news story. It's like these two boys, they were on the way to the airport, but their Uber was late, dropping them off at the airport, and they were supposed to be flying out of town to visit their friends, and the Uber was late, and they got to the airport late, so they missed their flight. Therefore, after that, I'm assuming they went and stopped at a gas station or something like that, where they were supposed to be getting snacks, and there was allegedly video footage of them outside of the gas station laughing and talking to one another, eating snacks and doing shit that brothers and twin brothers would do while they're waiting to go to their next destination. And 12 hours later, their body was found in a park. Both of them dead, shot, and their bodies was found by like the park rangers or whatever. And I was saying, pop it, for this life I cannot change. And I kept saying people was popping pills like candy and shit. And the auntie said like they kept popping, they was outside popping candy and laughing, and then they ended up in the woods. And then like in the hills, deep off in them lanes. Like their car and their body was found in a park that was closed off and gated. So in order to go into that park, probably after hours or whatever time their bodies was shot there and placed there, where they shot at the park, where they shot before they got to the park, and then they traveled there. Whatever the case may be, I'm hearing park ranger. Like when I was talking about the London Thomas story, and I was talking about how they parked the car in front of the people's house and people need to be questioned and shit like that, it's like I started channeling somebody else too. And it's these twin boys who come up missing. Their bodies is found in a park, but the park is closed after hour, gated off and everything. But then their body is found. Their bodies are found. And was it found in the middle of the night? Because they said 12 hours later. And this was the daytime that they was discovered. The video footage of them was supposed to be at the gas station. Then they're 93 miles away, and their body is found in a park. Do y'all see what I be saying? I pick up energy from all over the fucking world. And it's something about me and kids, and these teenagers and kids, and sacrificing kids, and it be talented kids, football players, and people with scholarships to go here, there, and every which where, and TikTok famous teenagers and stuff, kids with real talent. Kids that ain't gotta be stuck in the matrix because they got talent and shit. They're chosen ones. They're golden children. They're gifted children. And then they're targeted. And I can speak on this because that's how I was. And that's why I think I pick up and channel the energy so tough and so strong. And it was making me think of the guy that I met on Juneteenth in 2020, Marlo. And he was telling me, like, Aaliyah, they're going to come to you. Don't go to them. They're going to come to you. I don't tap into energies and shit. I don't summon up spirits. I don't do shit like that. But spirits come to me. And that's what Marlo was explaining to me. He said, Aaliyah, just watch. Let them come to you. You're not going to have to go to them. Let them come to you. And my passed over loved ones started coming to me. But now it's anybody that started coming to me. My friend, my passed over loved ones, and people from all over the world. I will channel something and then I'll see it on the news. So it's something going on like that. And I was thinking yesterday, like I remember talking to Mari. This is Mari, by the way. Mari, say hi. Mari suspended from school. But anywho, when we lived in the apartments on East 7 Mile, I had been asking about my friend LaShawn Belcher, and I hadn't seen him, and I still haven't seen him. I haven't seen him since 2021. Okay, and now it's 2025. 4 years without me seeing or hearing or anything from LaShawn is crazy. But anyway, when we moved into the apartments on 7 Mile, 11300 East 7 Mile, apartment 225. That was my friend's apartment. And when I was going through a whole bunch of shit over here at my brother's house, I had called Lo. And I'm like, Lo, can me and the kids just come over there or whatever, blase split. But as soon as I got over there to where Lo was at, I'm hearing Lo probably related to the Johnsons. But anyway, as soon as I got over to the apartments where Lo was, I started dreaming about LaShawn. Like, tough. And I saw him. I can't make this shit up. Like, his physical body was not sitting on the bed, but his spirit was sitting on the bed next to my son, Mari. Mari was up in the wee hours of the morning, like 4 o'clock in the morning, playing the game. And I got up to go to the bathroom. And I walked past the room Mari was playing the game, and I seen my friend, LaShawn, sitting on the bed next to Mari. I swear to God, I'll never make this up. And I walked past, and I looked, and I backed the fuck up and looked again, and LaShawn's spirit was sitting on the bed next to Mari, playing the game. And then I just started crying, and I went into the bathroom. And when I looked into the mirror in the bathroom, I just kept hearing, there's a leak in this old building, and my soul has got to move. And I just kept hearing it over and over. And I'm like, Sean, like, what's wrong? What's going on? Like, where are you? And why haven't I heard from you? And why haven't I talked to you? And why is everybody acting weird? And why, when I ask everybody about you, I'm getting some stupid ass answer like, oh, he probably went to jail, or oh, we don't talk to him no more, or we fell out with him, or ain't nobody seeing him, and why am I deleted off of all your social medias, and why don't I have a number to contact you? Like, where are you? And why am I channeling your spirit so tough? Then I started having a dream that he had got shot or whatever. And so I'm like, okay, it was really fucking me up. And I always had a strong connection to LaShawn. I don't know, like, if I believe in twin flames and shit like that. So I don't know if he was like my twin flame or a soulmate or whatever LaShawn was for me. But I met LaShawn when I was in the 6th grade. We went to Weston Technical Academy together. And that was my motherfucking homie. Like, when my mama had died and I ended up having to go live with my grandma, that's who I stayed in contact with. He would come out to Southfield and come see me. Him, Keontae, and them, they'd come see me because Keontae used to like my cousin Naya. So Keontae and them used to come out there and see me or whatever. I was close with LaShawn. And after he got married, I was still close with him. You know, like, I'd be asking about him, like, hey, how's you? How Cali? You know, how's everything going? Blase Flea, and we was just cool. I didn't see him how I normally would, but I'll see him every blue moon. And if maybe a year would go by, and we might not talk or whatever, but we were still cool on social media, so he'd inbox me or something like that. Or then he'd pull up on me like, oh, well, I'm about to come get you or something. And we'd just be chopping it up, talking and shit. Boom, he's gone. He vanishes. I move into my house on Griggs, 18600 Griggs, which I just found the deed to the other day, the house that they sold for me and shit. I just found the deed to it the other day, and it was in my emails, my email account that I got locked out of, the email account that I created for Lusty Lips, or whatever. I happened to be going through cleaning out my phone, and I found the deed to my house on Griggs, 18600 Griggs, as well as 12310 Santa Rosa.
right here off of Livernois. I had two houses. And if you go to PTA Wayne and you look them up, you will see that my name was listed as owners of these houses before the city of Detroit sold them for me. So, anywho, I'm talking or whatever, and I mean, I've been starting to ask people about LaShawn, and everybody's acting funny. But when I moved into my house on Griggs, LaShawn like, Aaliyah, I wanted to just make sure you straight or whatever. I want to buy Maria a phone. I want to make sure everything is okay. And I'm just like, okay. I'm like, what's going on, Sean? You know, not thinking nothing wrong, not thinking nothing of it, but like, what is it? Then he started telling me he was going through, you know, like some little problems with his marriage or whatever, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh, okay. But that was just it, just little problems. He didn't say like too much other than the fact that, you know, he was going through some shit with his wife brothers or some shit like that. I remember talking to him. And then I had spent the night with him. We had drove out to his house. He had an apartment out in Canton or Westland, one of the two. We drove out there. I had spent the night with him. And I remember that night plain as day. Like we got to the house, we were just laughing, smoking, talking, chopping it up. And he had a big pile of clean clothes that he washed, but they wasn't folded. And I just started talking to him or whatever. Then I'm like, you want me to fold these clothes? I started folding up the clothes for him. We started watching TV. Then I went to sleep. We went off. We went, got in his bed and went to sleep. We didn't have sex or nothing. We just got in his bed and went to sleep. We woke up the next morning and he took me home. But on the drive home, it's like I could tell that he wasn't feeling good and he was sick or something. And then my friend Ajane at the time, because she ain't my friend no more, Ajane had started calling me or whatever. And she was talking to me about some off the wall ass shit about Al and some other bullshit that I didn't care about at the moment. But I was in the car with Rashawn and I was trying to talk to him and he was sick. Like we had to pull over like two or three times for him to throw up, literally. And I kept saying, I'm like, Sean, what's wrong with you? Like, what's wrong? Why you sick? Why you throwing up? But we was smoking the night before and I think we had took a few shots, if I'm not mistaken. Ralph was there with us. We had took Ralph to one of his females' houses. She had lived out in some apartments too. And you know, while Ralph was doing whatever he was doing, I'm in the car talking to Sean. We doing what we do. We pull up on each other, talk, laugh, blase, plea. All right, see you next time, homie. But my homie just gone. He just gone. He just vanished. Like it's without a trace. You ever seen the show Without a Trace? That's how LaShawn is to me. It's like he just vanished out of my life without a trace. So you know, I started looking for his mom. I inboxed his mom on Facebook. She ended up blocking me or deleting me or whatever. I'm asking Keontae. I'm calling Ern, which was his friend that I knew of, his best friend or whatever. I'm asking Ern. I'm like, where my baby daddy at? He like, who is your baby daddy? I'm like, where's Sean at? Or whatever. Because even when I was talking to Sean, I would joke from time to time, like, come here, baby daddy, or whatever. So I'm like, where he at? He's like, I don't know. I ain't talked to that nigga. I'm like, oh hell no. Mind you, I'm still going through a whole bunch of shit where all of my old family, friends, classmates, and everybody starting to act weird towards me too. Everybody acting fake as fuck, talk about they don't know about me, they don't know what happened to me. Oh, I don't talk to her no more because she's this and she's that. Well, everybody who I was asking about Sean, they was doing the same thing. Oh, I don't talk to him no more. Oh yeah, he started acting weird. He started this, he started that. So I ended up inboxing one of my classmates that went to Weston, this guy or whatever, that I figured would probably know something. And I inboxed him, I'm like, hey, have you heard from Sean? He like, no, I haven't heard from him in a minute or whatever. Then he ended up going off. He said something like, yo, you his cousin, my cousin is his cousin or whatever. Like, I think his cousin had died or some shit like that. And then he was like, well, you know, it's crazy how we all had babies by somebody who we went to school with. And I was just laughing with him because this person who I'm talking about, I like him. You know, I find him to be a cool person is what I'm trying to say. That's why I reached out to him and nobody else that I went to Western with. And when he said like Whitcomb and shit, cause Sean and them, they used to live off of Finkel, Puritan, Whitcomb, and I used to pull up on Whitcomb sometimes. And then I'm trying to think, he had a cousin or somebody who lived in the house like right across the street from the Greenfield Market. I used to pull up to that house. And then the family house was on Whitcomb. one side off of Pearson, but then it's also another side by the gas station too. I know where all those houses were. So I'm just thinking to myself, like, should I ride past and should I ask? But then I don't want to be disrespectful. And then I don't want no problems, you know? But anyway, still, like, he's not responding. I can't find him. I haven't heard from him. And the last conversations that we was having, he's just like, he just wanted to make sure I was okay, though. And then he like, Ali, you know, it's a lot of people that be hating on you. He like, but you gonna be okay. Like, I'm gonna make sure you all right. He's like, but your family and your friends and shit, they just be hating on you, talking about you, jealous and shit. And I'm like, Sean, what you talk about? I'm like, people gonna talk about me regardless. This is just a whole bunch of hate. And he just smiled at me. He like, you right. He like, but you strong as fuck. Boom, gone into thin air. It is so crazy to me. But that's why I say Sean is either dead or he's somewhere where he can't get in contact with me or been paid not to talk to me or something. However, I telepathically communicate with him if he's alive, and if he's dead, his soul comes to me on the regular. He astro projects to me, and his soul comes to me on the regular. And for some reason, I'm picking up on his energy now, and I usually pick up on his energy real heavy in like October, September, October, November, like around the fall. I pick up on his energy very, very heavy. And it's like I'm hearing like they didn't even tell you that something is going on. Something is going on. And speaking of Mari's phone, my niece Leah, my brother daughter, his daughter Leah, she came over here and she allegedly got a new phone that her mama had just bought her and it needed to be set up. But as soon as she came over here, her and Denzel and Nadira, everybody setting the phone up, but then Mari's phone stopped working. It's almost like you know how you get a new iPhone and you sit your old one next to the new one and transfer all the files over, and then your old one, you know, you can still use it if you want to, but you don't have to. It's almost like they tried to swap phones. You know, people be really doing magic, trying to destiny swap phones, scam, and do all that type of shit. And Adira used to work at the bank. And I'm channeling right now that somebody that used to work at the bank is under investigation by the feds. And you under investigation by the feds because you was cashing checks that you ain't have no business cashing. And I'm hearing all that changing names, changing last names and shit like that. None of that shit is going to work because you're under investigation by the feds. I'm hearing the whole entire family. Yesterday, my brother had one of his cousins, he said, come over here. And his cousin had one of his friends in the car. He like, you know somebody named Lonzo? I'm like, no. He said he know you sell food. I'm like, oh, I do. So let me go see who that is and whatever. And I did see I'm like, oh, Alonzo Johnson. Like, I remember your face. And I remember who you are. And it's the Johnsons. And the last name Johnsons. And you motherfuckers are thieves, murderers, and y'all be stealing and shit. And Alonzo Johnson, speaking of me going into my house on Griggs, I remember selling food and shit because the kids, we often laugh about it because I was selling salmon bites and he pronounced salmon the wrong way. And me and the kids always joke about it all the time. Like, Lexi be like, remember that guy who came and said he wanted some salmon bites, but he said such and such instead? So when I came outside and I saw him yesterday, I knew exactly who he was. And I was telling him when he came to my house because he had a friend who knew how to fix the furnace and shit, and I was dealing with a furnace issue in my basement. And granted, Denzel dad Dennis knows how to do heating and cooling and shit. He would come and fix my furnace, but it would only work for like a month, and then I had to call him right back out there to fix it, and call him back out there again to fix it, and back out there again to fix it. And that's so funny because when I was doing that, he like, Aaliyah, you know you got the money. Denzel daddy used to always be saying that. Like, Aaliyah, you know you got the money to get it fixed. But no, I don't have no money. And then Denzel Uncle Barron also be joking around like, Aaliyah, you know you got all this money. You got all the money. Where the money at, Barron? I was supposed to have money. And people know that people left me money. And y'all also know that y'all was a part of stealing my money as well. From the Johnsons on down. And people be like, you need to let shit go. I let stuff go. I be forgiving people. I don't hold grudges. I just move along. I don't talk to people. I start fucking with them. But it's my motherfucking dead people. It's my crossover loved ones, my homies, my friends, the people who loved me for real. They the ones who don't let this shit go. They want justice. And they not gonna rest in peace till they get it. So imagine somebody being dead 5 years wanting justice, 20 years wanting justice, 15, 10 years waiting for justice. Do you know the anger built up inside of an angry soul? It's a demon now. Somebody who died so angelic, you have turned them into a demon and they're out seeking revenge. So that's where paranormal activity come in. That's where weird shit start happening. That's when people start dying for no reason out of people's families and shit. Is because the crossover loved ones. This shit is spiritual. Life is spiritual, very much so. So that's why they say we don't die, we multiply and shit like that. And like they say, people's souls reincarnate and shit like that, or you knew somebody from a past life. Cause this shit just keep on going over and over. It's spirit. The body is just a vessel. That's why the eyes are the window to the soul. You can't just go off appearances. You gotta actually peer through a motherfucker to know some shit. My crossover and passed on loved ones won't let this shit go. And they, you know how they say, get it back in blood? They say like people's ego is so big and strong. Like these motherfuckers really walking around thinking that they smart, thinking that they be intimidating somebody and scaring somebody, and thinking that they gonna get away with some shit. And my ancestors said, no, you're not. It's just what's going to happen. I'm here and get it back in blood. Like you motherfuckers don't want to give money back that was left to somebody. Well, then you got to pay with your life. And you never know when karma comes around. That's the good thing about God. God is karma. You never know when he's going to get you. And that's it's such thing as karma, which is usually a bad reaction to something that you did. And then there's a such thing as dharma, which is a good reaction to the things that you have done or whatever, a good outcome for the things that you have done. So you plant a seed and you reap what you sow. Okay. So God is karma. You can't see him. You don't know where he's coming from. You don't know when he's coming. He just comes like a thief in the night. And that's why people go to sleep sometimes and don't wake up. That's why people go to the doctor one day, they find they go next week, you stage 4 cancer. It's spiritual. It's the ancestors and the passed on loved ones. It's the spiritual realm. The higher ups, the real ones, as well as the underworld, the demons. This shit is real. And that's why you shouldn't dibble and dabble into shit. And I come from the occult. I'm not in an occult. I'm not in a Masons, a lodge, an Eastern society. I mean Eastern Stars. I'm not in no secret societies. I've never joined a sorority, even though the Deltas wanted me to be a part of the Deltas when I was a little kid. Okay, I used to go to Delta meetings and shit. But I'm not a part of no sorority or anything like that. However, I come from the occult family. I come from Illuminati. My family is Illuminati. My family is Masons and Freemasons and Eastern Stars and shit. From both sides. Like my mama's side my grandma used to talk about the Eastern Stars all the time. My daddy's side is heavy into the Masons and shit. I got uncles that's heavy into the occult and the Illuminati. And granted, I'm not a part of that shit. It's what's in my motherfucking blood, bitch. And that's what I be trying to explain to people. I don't gotta go join no secret society, motherfucker. I was born into this shit. That's what I'm saying. Some stuff you walk into, some stuff you born into. So you live and you learn. I learned this shit. Never went to a meeting about none of this shit. But it's what's in my blood. It's encoded in my motherfucking DNA. And I'm going up against the occult. That's why I always say the Illuminati after me. The Illuminati be after me. But and the Illuminati watches me too. That's how people know I got gifts and everything like that. I've become an experiment. Because what bitch wouldn't want to join the Illuminati? Who wouldn't want to get paid and get a whole bunch of money to do this? It's to sacrifice other people. It's to be above everybody else. Me. I'd rather not live in the matrix. I'd rather not be a part of no secret societies and shit like that. I'd rather walk alone. Like God, I'm very godly. So I don't need a crew of people behind me. I don't need a whole bunch of people defending me and shit. I got this shit by my motherfucking self. And the people who defend me, you can't see them. Because again, this is spiritual. That's why I'm still alive to this day. I'm not an alien. I'm not weird. I'm not this. I'm very godly. And I'm an alien to people who aren't godly because they can't understand this shit. Yes, I have God-like energy. A bitch damn near can walk on motherfucking water because I'm loyal to the Most High God. I give praise to God every day. All praise to the Most High Yah, Yahweh and Yahshua. I say it all the time, Yahweh or the highway. I never sell my motherfucking soul to be like you motherfuckers, and then I can't even rest in peace. I be stuck in purgatory some motherfucking where, waiting to reincarnate to go through some motherfucking karma. Hell no. I paid my karmic debt already. And now it's time for me to receive all of my motherfucking blessings. And granted, I started off crying this because it's like I can feel my ancestors around me. I can feel my mama around me, my grandma around me. I can feel people around me. And they just telling me like, Aaliyah, you just been so strong. Like, we proud of you, Aaliyah. We proud of you. Like, even if nobody else is, we know what you've been through. We watch this shit. We see it. We see it. You've been fighting. You've been doing it by yourself. We proud. We proud. It's time for you to reap the reward. And I had to go through so much. And it's crazy. Like, it's my past over loved ones though that showed me how fake and fucked up that my real family and shit is that live and walk on this earth with me every motherfucking day. Like how they will steal from you, not give a fuck about you, lie on you, and all types of shit. It's my Passover loved ones. They stay around me, stay ready so you ain't gotta get ready. They will never leave my side. That's why I'm easy to channel. I can pick up on energy quick because I'm surrounded by dead people. I can channel shit so quickly. That's why I don't need no tarot cards or nothing. Y'all see me get on my camera and I instantly can just start channeling something or a song will pop up in my head. It'll take me into a whole different direction. And I was telling that to Tobias the other day when he was over here. I'm like, Tobias, I'm really tapped in. Like, I don't know if you believe me or not, but I'm tapped in with the industry in real life. Like, you can sit me in a room with, you can sit me in a room full of celebrities and I'm gonna feel just like them. You can the celebrities. You can put me in a room with Jay Z, Beyonce, Future, D-Lo, and all them motherfuckers who I be channeling their music and shit, and I'm gonna talk to them motherfuckers like they my best friends or like I knew them my whole entire life. You know why? Because I don't think they're above me. Neither do I think that they're beneath me. Neither do I believe in all that selling of the soul and all that. I believe that you can do fucked up shit or you can sacrifice shit, but you can't sell your soul because it don't even fucking belong to you. You belong to God, whether you know it or not. So you see me in a room with a whole bunch of people from Illuminati and devil worshippers and shit like that. And I'm like, what's up? And we all have a good and the dark side. We all have a light and a dark side, good and the evil side. Don't try that fucking shit with me because I transform and shape shift just like them motherfuckers real quick. That's what I'm saying. I am a powerful ass bitch. That's what I be telling people, leave me the fuck alone. Leave me the fuck alone. Cause just like how Masons and shit, they know that they got pull and shit, so they just walk around doing what they want to do. Well, I know who the fuck I am. So I walk around and I do what the fuck I want to do. And nobody better not fucking bother me. That's what I was saying about the bitch across the street. Like, ho, you don't know me. Don't be going around listening to no he said, she said. You will get your ass fucked the fuck up. And I don't got a gun. My gun was stolen from this house right here, my brother's house. I talk all this shit without a gun. And I was saying the other day, it's a blessing and a curse that I don't have the gun anymore because I would probably be trigger happy and shoot a bitch real quick. But, and it's a sword in here too. Why I be saying off with your motherfucking head? I will physically fight you. Literally. Retarded ass bitch. But I'll go get that sword too and be off with your motherfucking head like the fuck I said. I told y'all I made that status back in 2017, like I'm gonna give me some swords. And when I say pop the trunk, I ain't getting no guns. I'm gonna come through doing cartwheels and karate chopping people in the motherfucking heads off because I'm tired of you bitches. You ain't using your brain to think anyway, so off with your motherfucking head. Because if you come in to fuck with me, you ain't thinking twice about shit. I know who I am. When I say I am God's child, I am literally God's child, reincarnated in the flesh. Karma is a bitch. Just make sure that bitch is beautiful. I'm the bitch. I'm Karma. I am God's child, reincarnated here in the flesh, and I don't play that shit. And you can't nail me to the cross this motherfucker time. I'm the one doing the sacrifices and calling the shots around this bitch now, communicating with the live and the dead, the spiritual realm and the underworld, whenever they come to me. Because again, Marlo said, don't go to them. Let them come to you. And God chose me. God chose me. That's why I'm chosen. He came to me and God chose me. And therefore, I don't be worried about anything that could take place in even the underworld. You get what I'm saying? Because even as above, so below. Even as above, so below. You get what I'm saying? So I don't even be worried about that type of shit. I'm not afraid of demons. I'm like the Twilight Zone. You know how she wasn't afraid of the demons? I'm not afraid of demons. That's why when these niggas be coming into my life and shit, and they really be hitmen and shit like that, or they work with dark forces, I be like, oh, here we go again. You say you want to take a ride, get in. Cause I be on that other side, getting it in, bitch. I'll come to your side, the dark side, and fuck you up, and then go right back to the light side. It's called balance, and that's what you have to learn. And something is going on. Something is going so motherfucking bad for somebody right now. And somebody walking around pretending that they're not afraid of going to prison, pretending that they didn't steal, pretending that you ain't a fucking psychopath, really pretending. And my ancestors be keeping me up on all the tea. I told y'all I don't even watch TV. I don't turn that bitch on. I will get on YouTube though. And when I get on YouTube, everything that I motherfucking say be confirmed. Again, that's why can't nobody convince me that I'm crazy. Everything that I fucking say. And I was explaining that to Tobias too. I'm tapped in with the industry, the music industry, the tarot industry, the FBI, the news, and everything. It's all I beat the matrix. So I'm tied in with the matrix. They say, well, if you can't beat them, join them. I beat the matrix. The matrix want to join me. I'm very much so tapped the fuck in. You can't pull this shit over my eyes. And I was saying that the other day too. That's why people can't talk to me like I'm crazy. That's why I live rent free in people's houses and in people's heads and shit. Because who the fuck is you playing with? And I'm definitely not about to be disrespected by nobody who was motherfucking stealing from me. And you stealing from me and my kids to take care of you and your kids, and you think that you're gonna make me feel some type of way? Oh, please go suck Satan's dick and his hot ass asshole. Lick it twice. Cause you got me fucked the fuck up. But these Johnsons, I'm hearing it, the Johnsons, the whole family is going to get taken the fuck down. And it's speaking of Johnsons and Alonzo Johnson coming over here. Remember I said that I met somebody and they was like, you can't beat the Joneses or the Johnsons? He was the one who said that. He came over here yesterday. He asked me for my number. I gave it right to him. Because, again, you say you want to take a ride, get in. Because you're going to go to that other side. And I'm going to show you something. It's the Johnson. It's the motherfucking Johnson. And that's so crazy, too, because I was thinking about Derek Johnson, which is a guy that I had met around 2019, 2018, 2019, somewhere up in there. And I met Derek Johnson at the Church's Chicken on West Chicago in Greenfield. I happened to be going there to get Mama D some chicken. She sent me to get her some. And when I got there, he got out the car and he asked me for my number. And in the midst of me meeting Derek Johnson, I was getting to know him, and he ended up getting in some trouble when he was in jail and some shit like that. And he eventually, when he got sent to like the halfway house or wherever you go once you get out of jail, he called me. And he like, I've been looking for you. I told so and so to give you my number or to get your number so that I can get in contact with you. I've been looking for you, Ali. I'm like, oh well, I seen him. He ain't give me shit. He didn't tell me nothing. Like, I don't know. He was like, oh, I'm such and such. I'm out of town. Like, please. So I'm like, okay. He ends up coming back up here. I meet him at his mama house off of West Chicago. I see him or whatever. We chilling or whatever. He asking me about Mally. Then boom, I'm supposed to see him again. Next thing I know, he in Mississippi. What the fuck? Something with the fucking Johnsons. And speaking of Johnsons and Mississippi and P Valley and all that type of shit, you know how they had the rapper who wanted to be the guy who wanted to be a rapper in P Valley, and he used to come and get the club lit as fuck. He reminds me of Derek Johnson. And like Uncle Cliff remind me of somebody that I know too. And that's why I said like these shows, what they will do is watch these producers and shit. They watch people's lives and they make shows and series and movies about them and shit. But the guy, he wanted to be a rapper, and in that episode, they started talking about what's the guy name who's known for being at the crossroads and you sell your soul to him and shit. Not Papa Legba. I'm not talking about Papa Legba, but in that episode, they were talking about Papa Legba as well. But it's a guy, something Johnson. What is his name? He's real. He's known for being in the music industry and letting people sell their souls. Anyway, it was an episode like that on P Valley. And they was down in the valley where the hoes get naked in Mississippi. And Derek Johnson was in Mississippi. And it was just so much. And again, when I lived on Griggs, Derek Johnson used to be calling me like, Aaliyah, my auntie lives down the street. If you need help, you need anything, go to my auntie. Don't go to my mama, go to my auntie. I never ended up going to the auntie or nothing like that. But then boom, Derek Johnson disappears too. And I get kicked out of my house on Griggs. So in the midst of me losing LaShawn, me and Derek Johnson having Mally, not talking to Pooh, Mac acting weird, Al's acting weird, my family acting weird, my old friends acting weird. My homie is gone though. My baby daddy is dead. Meanwhile, I don't know what the fuck is going on. I haven't heard about nobody dying. I haven't got an invite to nobody's funeral. I haven't received a piece of mail stating shit. I haven't got no money or nothing, but everything got taken away from me though. The houses that was left to me, the money that was left to me, and everything, and it all ties back into these motherfucking Johnsons, Strickland, from Alabama, all the way from the Detroit to Atlanta, Georgia, from the Williams and everything, and everybody just watching this shit, being quiet. Oh, we not gonna say nothing. We not go. I don't wanna get in trouble. I don't wanna be the one to say. Fuck all you motherfuckers. I hope y'all all die. So your family can see what the fuck this shit feel like. I hope y'all kids get everything taken away from them. But because again, as above, so below, and you most definitely reap what the fuck you sow. I don't gotta wish this shit. I don't gotta do a return to sender. I don't gotta dibble and dabble in magic or nothing like that. You know why? Because I'm very godly. And God said, what goes around comes around. Like a hula hoop. Karma is a bitch. Just make sure that bitch is beautiful. Do it for the realest niggas in the fucking game right now. She will. Like, I need to set the gang free, the niggas free. Like, people been dying. People been being bullied by secret societies and shit. My niggas, my homies and shit. Taking the fuck down. But you know what? That's because you can be easily bribed. It's the Illuminati. It's the work of the people who are not so enlightened. And you know, Illuminati was an original group that was put out in the world to illuminate. You know, that's why they got the eye and shit. It's to illuminate, to awaken the masses, to wake y'all up to the bullshit that be going on. But money being the root of all evil caused people to do fucked up ass shit. So instead of telling people the truth and waking them up like they were supposed to, the Illuminati turned into something that was supposed to be quote unquote keeping the masses stuck. But no, Illuminati means to illuminate, to bring this shit to the light, to change the world. That's why I said you can't be scared of New World Order or Illuminati or nothing because that's what's supposed to take place. But the shit's supposed to be done the right way. And that's where the battle comes in between the good and the bad. The ones who are really elite, the ones who are really woken up and shit. But that's why the Illuminati is like that. That's why the eye is in there. It's supposed to wake people up. And money, the speaking of the triangle and the eye and shit, that's what's on the dollar bill. And they say, in God we trust. Money is not the root of all evil. It's the people who hands they get into. People who want to be walking around with power and control. But you wasn't ordained for that. You see, that's why the Bible also says those who are first shall one day be last. You had the taste of what it was like to be chosen. Now the shit is about to be given back to the rightful owner, and you about to be put in your fucking place, you fucking peasant. Because this shit's supposed to be ran a certain way by God ordained people, by kings and queens and the chosen people. What you think they're chosen for? They're chosen to be an authority. But see, that came from people wanting to take power. Again, I come from the occult. I was born into the occult. I was born from Freemasons, Masons, and Eastern Stars. You damn near might as well say I was born into the Illuminati. Very much so elite and royalty. That's why you can't talk to me like that. Don't be asking me all these questions and shit. I'm hearing D-Lo, little bitch, mind your business. Like, what? You can't be, first of all, up in my business. You can't even tap into my Akashic records. You tap into my Akashic records, that's a death threat for your motherfucking ass. That's why I say I'm very much so close in the blood of the lamb. Talk about a black sheep turns the goat, the underdog that was underestimated, turns into the undercover boss. It's crazy. But I'm hearing it, and I'm hearing this is all God's plan, like the betrayal. I'm hearing Aaliyah, your life is the Bible. Like I live the Bible, but I say it all the time. They nailed me to the cross. They said they wanted me to die at the age of 32. I am about to be 35 on July 9th. I beat it. I beat every curse put on my life. And I made it past 33, where they wanted to nail me to the cross. I broke all 33 chains, just like Future said. You got to beat all 33 levels, all 33 chains. You got to break them bitches. I did that shit. I ran circles around you hoes. And now it's time for me to level up, like Sierra said, and reap the rewards and live in peace and shit. And I did all that shit without selling my soul, without being a flunky, a traitor, without lying on my family, friends, and everybody else. So I don't got to worry about suffering the consequences. That's why I walk around the way that I do. Because I'm the odd one out. And I'll never sell my soul. And I'm going to be rich in spirit and physically rich than a bitch because I'm loyal than a bitch. And that's what my ancestors want me to know. That it's finally over. And now you see how people will stab you in the back. They'll be a Judas, Julius Caesar. They will stab you in your fucking back and look you dead in the face and act like they don't know what happened. I've learned since 28, really since 2015, 2016 and on down. But 2020, when the pandemic hit, I really got activated. And I started seeing you motherfuckers. As you can see, I don't got no friends. I don't got no family that I talk to. I only talk to my kids. And you know why that is? Because everybody took the bait to trade on me, to lie on me, to steal from me, and to hide information from me, and to try to kill me and knock me off so they can live in my energy and with my fucking money. And it's a no. It's a hell no. What the hell? What the hell? What the helly? What the hellion? What else? What the what the Helly Berry? What the Helly LeBron James? What the hell? What the fuck? What the hell raises? I don't give a fuck. Y'all had me fucked up. I really like that song. The Helly Burton. What else is the Helly? The Helly Berry. I don't give a fuck. The Hello Helly Kitten. The fuck? I don't give a goddamn. I'm winning this shit. I'm here. You already won. The battle is over. And now it's time for you motherfuckers and everybody who helped participate in this shit to fall like the dominoes. I'm seeing dominoes falling right now. It's a domino effect. Y'all about to get fucked up. I love you guys.